Wow. Welcome back to the channel. It is late at night, but this news deserves a video because Alexander Isak is set to stay at Newcastle. Yes, you've heard that correct. Alexander Isak is set to stay at Newcastle. Liverpool fans, we're going to get Isaac. We've got 2 weeks left in the window. It's going to take a little bit of time, but we will get there. Well, tonight, it looks like your hopes have been dashed. Hugo Kitake, lead that line. Lead that line to the Premier League title. That is what you've got to do now, coming in from Frankfurt, because Alexander Isak, that dream, that hype is no more. Guys, if you haven't seen the news, make sure you smash a like on this video. Make sure you comment. Let me know if you still feel like this deal will get done, because it looks like it's all but been sealed. Craig Hope, the Daily Mail expert for Newcastle News, has said exclusive. Newcastle have no intention of allowing Alexander Isak to leave in light of his bombshell statement tonight. Club have pursued alternatives such as Jan Wissa, Strand Larsen, and others, and would have explored sale to Liverpool if they could get a replacement. But message from the top tonight is clear. He will be told he is staying. Massive news coming out of Newcastle. I don't know what it does for Newcastle moving forward. I don't know what it does for Alexander Isak, the player. But he has been told he is staying. And there's one thing that I am going to say is I'm guessing that when you're getting these Saudi owners or these consortiums coming into football clubs and they tell you something, I think it means business. I don't think these guys are going to be saying that he's going to be staying and briefing Craig Hope at the Daily Mail if they don't believe that Isak is not going anywhere. Liverpool, your rush, your dream to get the perfect number 9, the most complete number 9 in world football right now is dashed. It's ended. Now go and get yourselves a different target. Go and get yourselves a winger. We'll get to that anyway. Because Newcastle, your fans here, I want to know how you're feeling, because a lot of them are they've given up on Isaac. They don't want to see him play in that shirt again. The way he has come out in this statement tonight, people haven't seen it. Alexander Isak has said that there was an agreement in place and the trust is broken. There is no way back. Now, for a player of that magnitude to come out and say that to the world, so everyone can see it, everyone can read it, that is a strong statement from the player. But Newcastle have now responded saying, you are not going anywhere. You'll be staying at this football club. So what happens now? Because you've got one of the best strikers in world football at your team. You want to be, you want to be getting top 4, top 5. What do you do? Because you need someone of that quality to be playing. 100%. Someone of that quality, Alexander Isak, needs to be on that pitch playing football. It's a no-brainer. So are they going to come to a resolution now where they're like, do you know what? Yes, you can leave next season, but we need you playing now. We need you on that pitch now helping us. Because Newcastle have not signed a replacement. That is one thing we've got to get clear, people. Jan Wissa, Strand Larsen, they wanted Hugo Kitake. They have not been able to sign a player. Even Benjamin Sesko going to Manchester United. So now you're playing with no striker. Anthony Gordon, Harvey Barnes, Anthony Elanga, they're not strikers. Osula, he's young. He can't be relied upon. And where Newcastle want to be and where Newcastle want to be competing, you have to play someone like Alexander Isak. There needs to be a meeting this week where they say, look, this is not gone the way it's meant to be planned. Isak can vent all his frustrations out. But, brother, it's a World Cup year. You're a footballer. Get out on that pitch. Show the world what you can do and then get your move next year. You might have to bite the bullet for 12 months. The thing is about Alexander Isak is that he's 25 years of age. He's a very good age right now. He's going into his peak in the next 2 years, he says, as a striker, 27 onwards. He will get his move to a big club. He will eventually play at an elite club like a Real Madrid, a Barcelona, Liverpool, Arsenal, whoever it is, Man City. You just never know with football, right? But Alexander Isak will be at a pinnacle. And look, that's not disrespect to Newcastle at all. But they're not going to be winning league titles. They're not going to be winning the Champions League. And someone of the quality of Alexander Isak, has to be winning the best trophies in football, or at least competing for them. So this is a massive statement from Craig Hope to release that Newcastle will be telling Alexander Isak he'll be staying at the football club. Now, look, there might be some fans that are watching this now that are Liverpool fans and saying, look, Ty, chill out. There's 2 more weeks left of this window. He wants out. He's released a statement. They're going to sell him. He's going to come to us. Why would they not want, they don't want an unhappy player at the camp. Well, it seems like Newcastle are happy to say, do you know what? We're going to ride this wave. We're going to see it out. And then slowly he will be incorporated back into the team because he's not being involved in any squads. Alexander Isak did not go to the awards tonight. He said it didn't feel right for him to be at the awards meet tonight, where he was in the team of the season for last year with Chris Wood and Mohamed Salah in attack. And now that Mohamed Salah and Isaac Dream has died, he is not going to be joining Liverpool. And me personally, I felt that this transfer was going to get done. I really did. I felt like this was a transfer that was just going to take time. It might even happen on deadline day, even a couple of days before. I felt like Newcastle were playing Liverpool on Monday night. That game was going to get done, finished, finito. And Newcastle would have said, right, let's sit down and talk about money. We want 130, 140 million. And I understand why they want that. He's their most valuable asset. And they need to try and get a replacement for him. If not, actually, no, not a replacement. Replacements. Newcastle lost Callum Wilson. They need 2 strikers. And now they're not going to end up with 1 at this rate, or 1 that's not the ilk of anyone of the standard that they're aiming to get in a striker. So this also puts Newcastle on the back foot now. So as a football club, the fans have got to, try and rally together now and remember that they've got one of their best players. Can they put that aside emotionally? And look, Newcastle fans are proper. They are a serious club in the Northeast. They're a serious club in the Northeast. It's hard to get back on side with them after these antics from Isak. I'm not saying they're right or wrong, but obviously he feels like this club have disrespected him and his wishes that they knew a while back. And the club also probably feel like, okay, the way you've handled it and the way you've come out with a statement, we don't like it either. So it's a relationship that seems broken. So the best possibility was him to leave and them get 140 million and buy replacements, but they're not budging. And Newcastle are like, look, you're contracted here till 2028, I believe it is. You've got to ride the wave. You've got to get on with it. You've got to deal with this. And they seem to be happy to pay his wages, happy to not lose him to Liverpool, and risk a potential up and down season because you don't know what's going to happen with this now. But this is big news because if you're a Liverpool club, and a fan as well, where do you turn your attentions to? Because you've got Hugo Ekitike that's coming as the striker, and he had a very good game on his debut against Bournemouth, respectfully. And I do think he's a good striker that can lead the line. I think he's got qualities that suit Liverpool, dropping in, false 9 sort of role, linking up, holding the ball up, spinning it out wide, he's got pace, can dribble, can finish. He's got everything to be a great package, and he's going to definitely improve. His potential is going that way, 100%. But Liverpool also lost Luis Diaz. And I said on a video previously that I think that Liverpool could be in trouble. And it's not that they're in trouble in terms of they're not going to compete for the title or anything like that. No, they'll be there. But when you've got Cody Gakpo and the young Rio player is your left wingers, Florian Wirtz is not a winger. You've got Szoboszlai and Wirtz in the 10 role. You've got Mohamed Salah on the right-hand side. Harvey Elliott is still there at the moment. He's the deputy to Salah. And then you've got Hugo Ekitike up top. Cody Gakpo can also play up top. But you've lost Diaz. You've lost Jota, unfortunately, which is very sad, of course. And Darwin Núñez has left the club. There's 3 big players that can contribute towards the squad over a 38-game plus a cup, Champions League, domestic cup season. So Liverpool, in terms of their squad depth and the quality, the drop-off from Gakpo, Salah and Ekitike is quite considerable. So Newcastle can say, no to Liverpool, but Liverpool can't say no to more signings. They need to bring someone in. They've got 2 weeks now to turn their attentions to another target and bring someone in. And if you're looking at the quality of Alexander Isak, don't be surprised now if Liverpool go for Rodrigo. And I might make a video on that itself, because Liverpool needs someone now that can play different positions and has the quality and the attributes to raise the bar at Liverpool, if not sustain the bar. Watch this space. This is going to be incredible to see how it unfolds. Alexander Isak is set to stay at Newcastle as confirmed by Craig Hope, and there's 2 weeks left of the window and they play on Monday night. St. James's Park is going to be electric, and I cannot wait. Guys, make sure you smash a like on this video. Please subscribe. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on this whole situation. I always interact with you lot. I want to know your thoughts. So please get your comments in and let me know. Thai Sports, I'll see you soon.